Hey guys, welcome back. We're the Southern Beer Review, and John and I are once again sitting in my side yard, and it's not cool. I'll put it that way. Today we're going to bring you the third beer in our Idyll Hounds Porch series, and this is literally a treat. It's called Amateur Paranormal Researchers Candied Stout with Oreos. And before you freak out or turn off the video or say you're never going to have it, I sampled it on the beach trip the other day, and it's not too terribly candied. I mean, compared to what some beers could be. And by the way, we're gonna split this because it's about 10%,
And it's hot.
and it's hot.
Stout's not exact. This isn't exactly stout weather, but I'm hoping it's not gonna matter because it's gonna be so good.
Right, and it's the middle of the day, and we're may do some more later today. But anyway, so once again, beer number 3 in our Idyll Hounds Porch series. What a name too! Amateur
I love
Paranormal
that
Researchers. Candied Stout with Oreos. You can
And it
get
is
a
a
look at
beautiful can. We've got it looks like some kind of Mothman dancing with a child licking an Oreo cookie while the other half's being beamed up by a spaceship. Just some really cool artwork on that can and a great title. I'm excited.
Just to double check, yeah, 10%. So that's why this is going to be about enough.
Smells great.
Yeah, it smells great. The
Chocolate.
nose is great,
Mm.
and it's definitely a 10% stout. I
Yeah.
mean, this is the classic stout taste you get with like a Russian Imperial stout, something along those lines.
It's got a really good sort of like heavy, almost like milkshake quality to it, or maybe even like chocolate milk.
Right.
I love that about Stout. I guess what I'm looking for is creamy. It's got a creaminess
Right.
to it
And it
that
is
I really enjoy.
it is sweet,
It
but
is
you,
sweet.
I don't get the overwhelming.
It's right on
Oreo.
that borderline for me of like, yes, this is great. Is it too sweet for me? Well, that depends.
Yep.
If I'm having it for dessert, after maybe a couple of lighter beers and a
Right.
dinner, it's perfect.
It's obviously definitely not the ideal beer to drink in these circumstances. But when I had it, I just had to bring it back, and
Yeah.
didn't want to wait till winter to do it. So
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a super tasty stout. I mean, wow, it's very tasty. Yeah, like I said, it straddles that line pretty well, though. I mean, it's you want to be sweet with this kind of beer, but you don't want to be too sweet. I think it's right up there against the line.
But I
I've
get
had
it.
some that are too sweet.
I get everything John said. I get the creaminess. Maybe that comes from the filling of the Oreo. I don't know. I get the coffee. I get the maltiness. But a lot of stouts that are this high in alcohol are really strong, which I don't mind. This one seems to have a decent balance. Strong
Yeah,
versus
there's
sweet.
there's not a big alcohol taste to it that I'm picking up. I mean, there's a little bit of almost a cola
Yeah.
kind of taste
Yep.
to it, like and this is not to diminish it, but I'm getting a little bit like drinking a Coke.
Right.
There's just that hint of that.
I kind of fell in love with it the first time I had it because of how balanced it is. Not one thing sticks out, but everything John mentioned seems to come to the forefront. And I have to admit to you, when I saw I'm a huge Oreo fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
I can vouch for that.
I've been known to be threatened to be kicked out of our lake trip we have if I don't bring the double stuffed Oreos every year. But I don't get the overwhelming Oreo taste, despite the
Yeah.
girl eating the Oreos on the can.
It's subtle. It's there, but subtle, I think.
Right. All right, John, you want to go first since this is new to you, and I'll roll on mine.
Yeah. It's a tough one for me to rate. I think my rating might be influenced by the fact that it's 96 degrees in the shade today. And this is more of a winter kind of beer, I think. However, it's still good. And I'm going to give it a solid 7 because I still am enjoying myself even though it's so freaking hot out here and I'm drinking a very heavy stout. I'm still going to give it a 7. Had I tried it in the winter or the late fall, who knows? Maybe a little higher.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I had this at a restaurant or something on a 50-degree day in November, I'd probably feel a little different about it. That being said, I still like it. excuse me, I'll go a little bit higher than John. I'll go 8. Just because I'm a sucker for really good stouts. Maybe a half a point goes to the Creative Can. I don't know.
Yeah,
and maybe,
that is
guys,
true.
maybe a half a point goes to just how much I like Idyll Hounds in general, which I'm not supposed to do, but all that kind of factors in.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a solid 8. Just if you decide to have the beer when you're at the beach, drink it there where you're inside and air conditioned, or do it in the wintertime. So
one thing I'd like to mention before we close up here, William, is we're a week away from our Blue Ridge Mountain beer extravaganza. That might be a little bit hyperbolic there, but we do hope to bring you some new beers from our trip.